everybody, Big D here. That's Liam. Welcome back to another episode of Big D's and Liam's Custom Garage. Yes, we are a day late today. Sorry about that. We had some fairly bad weather in the area yesterday, and we did not want to venture out in it, or I should say I did not want to venture out in it. And so therefore, today's video is a day late. But it is what it is. Anyway, we are back on the 350 again today. We are going to install the Harmonic Balancer for you guys. I did go ahead already this morning and marked our first 20 degrees of lines and our zero on the Harmonic Balancer. Hopefully you guys can see that. We used this Duplicolor paint pen. We used Frost White. It's a Honda color. Got it at AutoZone. It has four in one, ain't it? Yeah. So you got, there's like a prep tip up here if you need to do like some sanding or whatever to clean out your scratch.
Very light abrasive. It's almost like a hard baking soda kind of.
Yeah, they're basically, these are designed for filling scratches in your paint on your personal vehicle. So it's got this little tip here for cleaning out the scratch. And then underneath here, you have a fine pin for your finer scratches. And then there's a brush that's almost like a fingernail paintbrush for your bigger scratches to fill those. And then once the paint dries, you unscrew the bottom down here, and it has another paintbrush. And all this gray part in the bottom is actually clear coat, so you can put clear coat over the top of it to protect it. So that's what we used. It cost about $16, I think it was, after tax, at AutoZone. I'm sure you guys can get it at other auto places too. So yeah, we got our first timing marks marked. You guys need to check your timing marks on your Harmonic Balancers when you order them for your particular vehicle, because they will all be different. These start at 0, which is straight up on your top dead center, and then each line past that is in 2-degree increments instead of 1 degree. So when you're going this way, you're advancing your timing by 2 degrees each line. And it has the capability of going all the way up to a 60-degree advance. That's crazy, but that's also race engines. Your normal stock ones will normally go up to about 10 or 20, and then they stop right there.
Yeah, but they're not really...
They don't go all the way up to 60. They normally, they'll only have to be marked up to about 20.
Mm-hmm. Very small markings, though. They're hard to see sometimes.
Yeah, because when you do change your cams, even if it's a small upgrade cam, sometimes to get your motor perfectly fine-tuned, you need to kind of adjust the timing and kind of really...
Yeah, to get it running right, get it well.
Yeah, you might have to go 1 or 2 degrees, not a whole bunch, but then when you start going real big with your cams, that's when you're advancing your timing starts really jumping up. Mm-hmm. Now with the cam we put in this motor, it might be okay straight up. Then again, it might want a degree or 2. We'll find out when we put a timing light on it when we start it up. So just wanted to show that to you guys real quick that we got these marked. We got our install tool purchased and ready to go. We got it laid out. We got our tools all laid out, ready to go for you guys. So it won't be too long. Don't want it to be too strenuously painful on you. So anything else we need to cover?
I think that's pretty much it.
We got our wheels. We talked about those on the live stream.
Yeah, we're going to talk. Maybe we'll talk about the paint job after we do the install.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with the install. So here we go. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm taking 2 bolts out of the timing cover real quick. Oh, that one went over, it's right there by the wheel. Okay. We gotta take these 2 bolts out real fast because of the timing marker needs to go on, and I keep dropping the bolts. Anyway, the timing marker needs to go on. So, and we didn't put it on originally, if you guys remember, because we misplaced it. But since then we have found it. So I'm going to put it on real quick. Now this one, of course, is aftermarket. It's chrome. Now your factory one, of course, will be painted black and or orange.
And be much smaller.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily much smaller. It just
won't have the clear view that you have on this one.
Yeah.
It won't be jagged on the end or anything like that.
Yeah, it basically only has like 1 or 2 little teeth thing, and yeah. This one is a little bit better. It does have more markings and whatnot on it.
And it's shiny so you can see it better on your timing lock.
Yes.
Add a little bit of reflectivity. Just a little bit.
Good. Going the wrong way.
Yep, I want to put it on instead of taking it off. There we go.
So yeah, we're just putting this on real quick, and then we'll continue on with our install of the Harmonic Balancer.
It shouldn't mess up your seal at all.
No, it won't. It ain't messing up the seal at all whatsoever. The gasket,
it'll just compress and remember where it was supposed to be, because we haven't really put anything through it yet.
It's sealed up solid, so it's just.
And the first time it heats up, it'll change its change its composition.
Okay, so there's our timing marker installed. Now, I'm going to put just a very, very, very small dab of WD-40 on the tip of the crank here.
All right, let me get a little closer here and change.
Just want a little bit. Don't need a lot. All we're really using it for is to just a little bit of lube on the snout of the crank, just to help with ease of putting the balancer on. Liam, if you could hand me a paper towel so I can wipe it off of the actual timing cover itself. No, thank you. Okay. Don't need it on the timing cover, just need it on the thing. Okay, I'm also going to put just a little bit inside the end of the balancer here. Run it around with my finger a little bit. Again, this is just to help with the install, because sometimes they can bind up, and it's just easier and nicer to. We definitely want to put some on the outside. Back here, you want to lube this up a little bit because of your seal here, your rubber seal. So you want to put just a little bit on here too, just so it helps lubricate that seal some when it finally gets up against it. Now, we're going to, if you guys can see, you see there's a keyway slot right here, okay? And you see that there's a keyway in your crank, okay? Those line up like so, okay? She's somewhat started. She's on the end of the crank. But now you want to get it just a couple small love taps. Not too rough. Just want to make sure she's on. Okay? Then come down here. On a Chevy, on your install kit, you're going to use your 7/16 by 20 thread. It's a fine thread. Okay. You're going to take that. You're going to take this. And you're going to take this. This goes through this. And then this screws onto this. Like so. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to stick it in here. You're going to thread it into your crank like your harmonic balancer bolt would in the first place, which we do still need. Remember guys, we do still need to order us a new one because the original one had some damage to it. Okay, so we got that on there. We're going to take this, make sure she's good and in the crank. First, I want to make sure this one's tight. Then, make sure we're bottomed out in the crank, like so. And we're going to take that off. Now, take your bearing, like so.
I think it's flat side. Yeah.
And it goes against your harmonic balancer. Then you're going to take your nut.
Shouldn't have a big washer or something.
Nope. Okay. So you got that like that. Now you're going to take this again. You're going to use it to hold out here on this part. Then you're going to take this open end wrench, or if you have a much larger one of an adjustable like this, you can use one of those, but we have one of these.
Pretty much the biggest wrench in my toolbox.
Yes. So you're going to hold this out here, hold it steady, and then this you're going to turn, and what it's going to do is it's going to push against and drive the harmonic balancer back onto the crank. Okay. So here we go. You'll know when you're all the way back because it'll bottom out. And she's going on. I can see her.
Yeah, I can see
sucking onto the crank. So
now I'm looking on the back side, looking how it's going into the seal on the timing chain cover. Well, it's looking good.
we're also going to be able to see how close to top dead center I got the motor set already. Because the timing mark should be...
It's about 4 degrees out.
Is it really?
Yeah. 2.5 more. 2.5.
Well, this will give you a workout. And this one, I'm getting lucky because this is a new harmonic balancer.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you're putting your original one back on,
yeah,
they're a little bit more stubborn going back on and a little bit more rough. It takes a little bit more arm muscle.
And if you have a second person,
Which
Right.
I do. Liam could be running the wrench for me, but
Yeah,
I'm
we can show you what that looks
I'm
like.
yeah, that looks like two monkeys fucking a football at the moment because I wasn't ready.
All right, now you ready?
Yes.
See, there you go. So two people kind of makes it a little easier to turn for both people. You know, split the work, kind of. Don't have to be holding wrench one direction, another wrench the other direction. It might help if I don't over crank it there.
I think you're getting to the bottom because I'm having harder trouble holding it back.
Or twist it this way.
So I think it's getting pretty close.
There we go. I'm being greedy with the wrench. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's.
Let me look on the backside here. Yeah, we got some
You'll
room.
know when she's bottomed out. You just don't. Part of the problem is you're freaking going 25 miles an hour with the bolt and you don't need to.
Okay.
She's down. She's bottomed out.
You sure?
Yeah. So, yeah, she's on there. Oh. Made a mess, guys. Look at that.
Woo! Messes. We like messes. That's all we do around here.
Okay, now.
Oh, maybe the same.
Actually, yeah, Liam's right. And I'm right about 2 degrees out from top dead. That's easy to fix. Just grab her. That won't hurt.
Yeah, after a little research, you guys
Ow.
will learn how to spot stuff like that too.
We're close though. But, like I was saying earlier, with this cam, she might want about 2 degrees. So, again, we'll find out when we go into the timing process. What will Liam do with my big ass wrench? Because I need it so I can take the other stuff apart.
Your big ass wrench, sorry. I steal wrenches all the time. You gotta watch out for me in the garage.
Oh, that bitch was on there. Okay. Yeah, she's bottomed out. If I can't get that damn thing was, whoo! Okay.
Now we just gotta get the tool
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Mhm.
There we go. Then when we take this off, we'll know when we're flush with the nose of the camera.
Oh, I know we're flush with the
Right.
nose. We are bottomed out and flush. I can tell you that. Yeah, she's in there. Right where she's supposed to be. Wait. I'm gonna need the other adjustable. Oh yeah, yeah. She's where she needs to be. Yep. She is bottomed. Timing marks are right where they're needing to be. I can still see the numbers, the lines. The plunge in the front is correct. So yeah, we're doing good.
Right.
And then all we gotta do is start cleaning up our pulleys. Oh yeah, our next episode you guys are really gonna love. We're gonna show you the painstakingly tedious part of taping off an alternator. Which you guys are all gonna want and need to know, because I know some of you guys are gonna be interested in building like true show cars. And when you do that, you want to know how to take stuff apart, like power steering pumps and alternators and stuff, so you can, paint like the housings and the pulleys and stuff like that separately, or chrome them or powder coat them or whatever. So we're going to show you guys how to take apart an alternator and how to tape it off so you're not getting paint on the inside of the alternator and on the workings. And then we will show you guys how to repaint it, basically, because we're going to repaint it back to the factory colors. Right now, the housing, I think I painted it red, so we're going to paint it back to the aluminum color and repaint the fan slash pulley that goes on the front. That's black, and then we'll show you how to put it back together. And yeah, we're getting really close to being done with this motor. And then here in about a week and a half, I'll be able to order the rebuild kit for the carburetor and the new stand, and we'll be able to start building the startup stand. We're getting really close, and I'm actually starting to get more and more excited. We're getting really close to being able to start this thing up. Just can't forget that after the assembly's done, we still got to remember to purchase lubricants and things that make spark go boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those would be called spark plugs and spark plug wires and oil. 3 major ingredients for making the motor run. Okay, so our installation tool is now taken back out and taken back apart. Very handy dandy installation tool. It's universal. You can pretty much use it on lots of different motors. But there you go. There is our brand new 8-inch Harmonic Balancer installed on our 350. If Liam wants to, he can zoom in and show you guys how the actual timing marks work. So basically, she's on 0 right now because when we removed the tool, it actually moved her back the 2 degrees that we needed her to. So she is true 0 0. So we are true top dead center right now. So that means when we put the spark plugs in this thing, we put the distributor in this thing and get it set on number 1, and it gets fuel, this thing will freaking pop off like that. No, I wasn't ending the video with my snap. That was literally, it will pop off very quickly because, yeah. And then fine tuning it will, you know, adjust the timing some degrees if it wants it. But yeah, she's true top dead center now. All right, so we will be right back with you guys in just a second. Here we go. All right, guys, welcome back. So as you saw, we got our nice brand new 8-inch Harmonic Balancer installed. Some people call them harmonic dampeners. I've always called them harmonic balancers. Anyway, we got it installed. You guys saw the timing marks. We got it set at 0, true top dead center. So as long as the distributor is set perfectly and it's not 180 out or whatever, which I have done before, but it can happen. It's actually not a very hard thing to do. But anyway, so we got that on. You saw that we went ahead and marked our lines with our paint pen. Well, you guys didn't actually see us do it, but you saw that we did it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much it for that today. As you guys can see, it's probably a lot brighter today. That's mainly because we got the garage door open. It is a beautiful day out today. Since we had the rain and stuff yesterday, it's only like 85 degrees out right now.
That's really nice, actually.
It feels amazing. I do think before we go, Liam did want to talk about
Sorry about the chair.
these over here that he got for the MX-5. We did show them to you on the live stream Saturday, but if you guys happen to not catch the live stream, here you go. These are Liam's brand new wheels. I will let him tell you guys all about them.
They're raised, they're used off Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, they're nothing really too special. They're 15 by 8 wheels, so they're 1.5 inches wider than the stock, and they're an inch shorter than the stock.
Yeah.
So
shorter but wider.
that really only accumulates to, it doesn't really change the geometry too much.
Yeah. Now, with a wheel like this, since it is a size smaller, depending upon what tire you would run on your particular vehicle in this situation, sometimes it will lower your vehicle slightly, and then other times it will keep it right where it is.
Depends on your wheel tire combination.
Yeah, it basically depends on how tall of a sidewall tire you put on. If you put a really low sidewall tire on it, it's going to lower your car about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches.
Yeah.
But if you put a standard sidewall on, it's not going to change jack.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
And we're going to put a 205 50 15 on here. So it'll still be pretty short, but I'll still have some flex. I can adjust the tire pressure.
So it will change the ride height slightly, probably not enough for it to really be noticeable though.
So with new tires, it's going to be pretty tall anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Liam's used to kind of riding around on
Yeah, my tires are half
almost
bald.
zero tread, so yeah.
Yeah, mine are in the yellow. I'm going to need new tires soon anyway, so this is a good time to buy these and get some really nice tires underneath it.
Yes.
Little wider, so I get more traction around corners.
Now, of course, these are not going to be his permanents.
No.
These are basically another, what would you say, a stage 1?
Yeah.
Because stage 2 with the body kit, we're going to be putting some big old meats on there. So
like 10.5s.
Yeah.
10 probably 9.5s on the front and probably 10.5s on the back.
yeah, so
Right,
these
so-
will not be the final wheels
Yeah.
on the MX-5. So you guys might want to keep an eye out. Liam could end up putting these back on the market
Yeah.
sometime in the future.
Probably a couple of years down the road now. If I get that kind of life on them. But they should be fine. They're nice and strong.
Yeah.
They're also lighter than the stock wheels. That's pretty much it with those.
If you guys were curious, those are a bronze. Liam and me will in a future episode be redoing those in a satin black. Flat black satin black.
Sand black paint with flat clear. And I should be getting those paints in any day now.
Yeah, so that's gonna be
Along with scouring pads and stuff like that. You don't want to use a harsh sandpaper on these too much.
no, you didn't.
Maybe on the rough spots if you're having a hard time with the Scotch Brite.
Yeah, the Scotch Brite, when you're doing, especially aluminum or like an alloy wheel, a magnesium wheel, you want to try to stick with a Scotch Brite type thing to clean up your surfaces for scuffing for painting.
You don't want to dig into the aluminum.
Yeah, sandpaper will cause more grooves. Only thing you really would want to use sandpaper for on wheels is if you were pretty much going for like a full out, like buff out of a wheel.
Yeah.
And then even then you'd be going so fine with the wheel, like like a 3000 grit or something,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, just use some Scotch-Brite pads on them, clean them up, it'll scuff them up. You're not trying to remove the existing paint, you just want to scuff it up, remove anything that's loose is basically what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then do some taping off, papering off, and then start spraying. So that's going to be coming up in a future episode. So we're not going to be permanently stuck on the 350. Thursday could be the 350. Then again,
Yeah.
Thursday. No, Wednesday. Tomorrow.
If you want to do it, tomorrow.
Actually, you know what, guys? Since today's late, we're gonna let you know now. We're gonna do a little jumble, and we're gonna do it every other day this week, just to kind of balance it out. The next week we'll go back to traditional. Also, it's not always weather. We told you guys in a previous episode, I suffer from some medical problems, so
I do too, a little bit.
there are some days that we'll have off days that will happen to be coincide with the day that we're supposed to be filming for you guys, and will not be able to film. But we guarantee you, if we're not able to film on that day, we'll get you your video out.
Yeah.
It just might not be on time.
Yeah.
So again, just wanted to cover that. So we've been doing pretty good about staying on time. There has been some times that we've been a little off.
Stay late here and there.
We will not be doing a video tomorrow. We're going to skip tomorrow. We're going to even them out. We'll go ahead and do tomorrow's video on Thursday, and then we'll do our traditional live stream on Saturday. That way our videos will still be like an every other day, just not on the days they're supposed to be on.
It gives us an extra day. Maybe I get my paint in, and we can paint the wheels.
Yeah, so if he happens to get the paint in tomorrow by chance, we can do the wheels on Thursday instead of doing another video of the 350.
And it gives us a chance to,
get some stuff cleaned up too.
Gives us a little time to clean up some parts and get them ready for paint. And all that stuff.
Yeah, we're not going to show you guys the whole cleaning up and repainting of the pulleys and the brackets. The alternator, yes, because that is kind of interesting, because some of you guys, again, like I said, will be doing show cars, and you'll be wanting to know how to do that. So
we're showing you the painting on the wheels, because the painting of the wheels is a little different than painting anything else.
Yeah, painting of wheels
just because of the sanding difference.
Yeah, painting of wheels is different than painting of a car, or painting of a chassis, or painting of a bicycle frame. It's different. It's a different process. The paint is even a different formula. So yeah, that's why we're also showing you guys that. So without making the video too much more boring, we're going to go ahead.
We can talk all day. We talk for hours.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this one. We will see you guys on Thursday. I am Big D.
And I'm Liam.
And we're out.